At Trinity Employment Specialists, we specialize in staffing in 4 major industries, and we try to stay within those industries as much as we can. The main reason that we try to do that is because we want to be the best in Tulsa at what we do, bar none. Quality over quantity every time, and that's just what we do as a company. So I'd like to talk to you about the 4 major areas that we staff in, and what makes us so good in staffing for those industries. And so the first industry that we started the company with is the medical industry. We staff in medical clinics and in hospitals. The second industry that we staff in is in the banking industry. I believe in Tulsa we are the top staffing company for banks, and we do. All of our recruiters have banking experience. Just hired a new person who has tons of banking knowledge in their background, and so we're really able to do a great job there. We also have accountants on our staff that do our accounting staffing for us. They really understand that industry. It's what we do well. And then we also have like a customer service arena, but that includes like receptionists, administrative assistants. You know, we have some companies that do provide customer service agents and that sort of thing. And so we're really good in that area. Those are the areas that we just do really well with. I'd like to kind of go over what makes us so good in each one of those areas, and so that's what I want to talk to you about today. First industry that we specialize in is the medical and the hospital. We really started out in the clinics, and we did a great job with them. We understood clinics. All the people in our staff worked with medical clinics for years and years and years, and so we staff for most of the major clinics in Tulsa. There aren't too many of the major clinics that do not use us, and so we've been able to specialize in that. All of the people in our staff, one of the main things that makes us great at what we do is our recruiters. They don't get to be a recruiter in the medical field unless they've worked in a medical office as a manager, a business office manager, for at least 4 or 5 years. So all of the people that we have come in that work for our company, they are going to be able to talk shop with any medical office manager out there or any hospital that's out there. So we provide staff for podiatry clinics, for pediatric clinics, family practice clinics, oncology clinics, almost every kind of discipline that you can imagine. But we also have contracts with the major hospitals, and so we provide hospital staff for the major hospitals, RNs, LPNs, MAs, CNAs, every type of discipline that the hospital needs. We are a go-to source for them, and so we've been a great resource for Tulsa in that area. But the thing that's helped us to be so great in that area is because of all of our recruiters are well versed and well experienced in the medical field. We know when people don't know what they are saying they know, because we're able to ask specific, detailed questions and be able to understand if they actually knew what they're talking about. Now, here's the thing: a lot of staffing companies just hire normal recruiters, and I don't want to say anything bad about other staffing companies. I just want to tell you kind of what we do that makes us, what I believe makes us so great. A lot of other staffing companies just hire normal recruiters and let them understand the keywords. But I remember being a recruiter myself, and I remember that I understood how to talk the language, but I really didn't understand what I needed to be able to do a good job for whoever it was that I was working with. I was just a recruiter, and I don't want to degrade myself in any way, but I was like, man, it would be so nice if I really knew what a medical biller did and knew the entire process and be able to talk shop with them. And so by hiring specialized recruiters in every specialty area that we've done, we've been able to really revolutionize the medical staffing world in Tulsa. And a lot of companies have seen that, noticed that, and realized Trinity provides us great quality medical staff. The second industry that we staff in is banking. We have contracts with most of the major banks in Tulsa. There are only maybe like one or two that we don't have contracts with and work with regularly. It's the same like in the medical staffing. All of our recruiters have been in the banking world for at least 5 years. It's a big difference. They understand what a teller does, what a retail banker does, what a personal banker does. They understand what some of the executive positions do. They understand what the vice president levels are at. They understand the banking industry. They understand what level you need to be at. And they're able to talk to our customers in a very informed way. And so what we've been able to do in the banking industry is we just get referred and referred and referred and referred because no one in Tulsa specializes only in this area. I believe that we're the only staffing company that really specializes in the banking industry. And so we've been able to do a very quality job in not only doing it for the customer, but it's really nice for our employees also who specialize in the banking industry to be able to talk shop with our recruiters. And so we've been able to really do a great impact in the banking industry and doing a really just changing the banking industry's staffing ideology of what can be done. And it's the same thing that we've done in the medical industry. We've been able to get banks A players, reduce their turnover tremendously to the point where they don't have to use us very often. Again, we have another great example and a great story of a bank that used us and probably had at one point in time 7 or 8 people working on our payroll out there. And that happened for about a year's period. And now we called them the other day and we're like, we haven't heard from you in a long time. We just want to make sure everything's okay. And they're like, listen, everyone that you placed out here is still here. They're doing a great job. They're doing double the work of most of our employees that we've ever had here. And it's really revolutionized the way that we're banking. Our banking's grown. We don't even have to use as many people now. We were able to reduce our staff because the people that you provided us do double the work. So that is a great way that we've been able to revolutionize the banking staffing world. We specialize in doing staffing for the accounting industry. And let me tell you something about the accounting industry. That is so difficult to staff for if you don't know what you're doing. It's so difficult to know whether somebody really knows what they're talking about in the accounting industry, because in the accounting industry, people are in accounting because they like working with spreadsheets. They really enjoy working maybe by themselves, and they're not generally expressive and talkative people. So you really have to be able to get to know what it is that they're doing and what they're good at. You really have to be able to ask specific, detailed questions to get specific, detailed answers out of accounting personnel. And that is one of the main reasons why we've been able to do so well in this industry, because our recruiters are accountants and they're able to talk the language and really understand if they know what they're doing or not. And in staffing for accounting, if you don't have that chronological knowledge of the industry, the interview just isn't going to go very well, and you're not going to get the right kind of information out of it. I realized that up front because many years ago we tried to use a recruiter to staff for an accounting person, and it was so clear that they really just didn't understand exactly what they needed to ask. And so by hiring staffing or accounting professionals to staff for us, we've been able to revolutionize the way that staffing's done in the accounting world, and it's really been able to reduce turnover. We've been able to increase staff staying, and our accounting staff, our placement rate on people going onto their payroll over at our customers' payroll is well over 80%. 85%. We're doing a great job in the accounting industry. We'd love to do it for more companies in Tulsa. And so that's how we've been able to really do well in the accounting industry. One of the fastest growing industries in our business lately has been in our customer service arena. And now let me tell you what customer service means to us. We do staffing for receptionists, administrative assistants. We have many companies that really need customer service agents. But what we're trying to do is we're trying for companies to find high quality individuals who understand how to treat people well and be able to let companies weed through the people who don't know how to treat people well. A lot of people can interview really good, and then you get them in the world of actually doing it, and true colors start to come out. And so we've been able to do a really great job at interviewing people and weeding out some of the people that are not so good in customer service. Because if a company is watching this right now, they know that in the customer service arena, it is very difficult to find somebody great. And when you do find somebody great, you better hold on to them, because they either make or break your company. The people that companies have in customer service are sometimes some of the lower paid individuals, or they're steps, a stair step for people in their career is to get started in the customer service industry, move their way up in the company. But the thing is if you hire somebody really crummy in customer service, you may lose one of your best top clients, all because somebody was having a bad day. Some of your lower level paid employees were the ones that lost you that business. And so we provide high quality customer service to companies all throughout Tulsa. And we've been able to really grow in this industry and do a great job. The things that our customers have told us about what we do for their customer service is they don't have to waste so much time on the interviews, because we have a different ideology about what a good customer service person does. They tell us that other staffing companies just send over somebody they think would just get by. We're trying to really specialize in getting customer service people that are really understanding. They understand how to treat people well. If they're having a bad day, they understand how to put on a front. If somebody else is having a bad day and they're taking it out on them, we're trying to find somebody that doesn't take that personal and can still treat them well despite that. In doing that, our customers don't lose their customers because of the crummy customer service that's provided. We've done a great job in Tulsa in staffing for customer service, and we're really, really proud of that.